What up? What up? Man, this is all up in my face. There we go. It was all up in my face. What's happening? Can I even be heard? Let me go to mine. How loud is it? It was all up in my face. What's happening? Can I even be heard? Let me go to mine. Gotta check the feedback. This thing might be cranked too high. It's only at 4. Checking out all my audio levels. Make sure I'm not causing too much feedback. I want to be heard, but I don't want to be like clipping. Using a new microphone. Got my good camera set up to the front so y'all can see me as I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I also got another downward angle so when I'm actually doing stuff, y'all can see what I'm doing down here. Yo, Shire, what's happening, bro? How you doing today? Thank you for tuning in to the stream I'm about to be doing, my stream. I try to make my setup look all nice and add some RGB. That ain't really happening. Then I have this little light over here. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it. Can you see my light? All right, good. Good. Yo. What up, Ramen? How you doing today, bro? Currently at the gym. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate the alert. You at the gym, get your swole on there. Get your swole on. Oh, gosh, that's funny. I actually gotta get some stuff. So I'm gonna be gluing right here. I wanna glue these resin prints first. The first thing I wanna do is sand the bottoms down, sand the tops, the sides, because that's where I'm gonna be doing the most adhesion. So I gotta sand these parts down, right? So I can resin, put these two pieces together using resin, right? So I got sandpaper underneath my workbench, but there's gaps, look at that. Y'all see those gaps? Focus, focus. So right here, there's gonna be gaps. I don't like that. So resin first, and if I have to, I have epoxy. I'm gonna epoxy those together. Yo, Jake, what's good? Painting the horns of the Gundam? Oh, I can't wait till you finish that Gundam, bro. That's gonna be so dope. And it's gonna be able to like move back and forth, right? You're gonna be able to like make the helmet come up and all these different things. That's gonna be super dope. Jake, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. But so I got this piece I gotta put on top of here. When I printed this piece out, I don't know if you guys can see right here, focus, there it is. There's a hole. It printed like this. It printed with this hole right here. So that's gonna be a fracture point, right? So I gotta fix that. And then this piece. So what I was gonna do was when I was printing when I was printing the full piece, I wanted this to I was trying to one-shot this whole piece. And I had to slice it in the actual lychee slicer. But I was gonna try to one-shot this in the resin printer, and it didn't work, so I have to do it in 2 pieces. Which it still works out, and I'm just gonna resin, put this on here, add a little resin, get a little UV light. It's gonna work. Do I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I do like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't say that I've gotten into them in a while, but I dabble with some turtles. So some things that I'm going to be using to fuse my prints together is, of course, 3D glue. It won't focus. Autofocus. Some 3D glue. This stuff works great for PLA prints, and seeing how I have a lot of stuff PLA, so that's gonna work. So 3D glue. Also, we're gonna be using super glue with an accelerator. So I have the super glue and the accelerator right here. These are gonna come in handy when I want to put something together real quick and make sure it sticks together. What else? I'm also gonna be PLA welding. I will also be PLA welding with an old ass soldering iron that I got. This thing is so old. So I have the soldering iron, and then I have some black filament. I'm gonna just do like bead welds, like I'm actually welding something, like I'm a welder. So I will be using those to weld as well. Make sure you guys have your PPE when you do this. This is not, I'm away from my ventilation system, but I am in my garage where it's super open. You can probably hear the echo. So make sure you guys have masks and gloves. I have gloves somewhere. I swear it. So I have my gloves. And my mask. I'm going to be dealing with resin and these plastics, sanding these plastics down, and I'm going to be smelling all those fumes and stuff like that. Make sure you have your proper PPE. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? Everybody got to make sure they have proper PPE. Use clear. All right. So, first thing I want to get started with is I'm gonna use the resin. I'm gonna use the resin and I'm gonna start trying to bind these things together. Let me go on Instagram. Instagram straight flexing. Woo! Anybody in the chat, y'all? How do you guys bind your prints? Do you guys use PLA welding? Do you use super glue? How do you combine all your prints from your printer? Let's switch over. Everybody. I don't want people all up in my videos. Move some of the stuff down here. Make some room. Some room skis. Whatever, son. Whatever. I really hope this works. Not gonna lie. All right, I got some clear resin that I'm gonna use, and some popsicle sticks. If you don't have popsicle sticks, just some like cheap popsicle sticks that you can get from any hobby store. I use popsicle sticks for everything, stirring paints, from everything else. Grab three. Just broke off a piece of popsicle, and I got three. And I got three stirring sticks. So you need popsicle sticks. I should be wearing my respirator. It's gonna be kind of hard to talk the respirator on. I'm gonna be taking it on and off so I can make sure I go over what I'm doing. Okay, this is green. I don't want this green. Womp womp, joke's on me, grab the wrong resin. This stuff is cold. It's not good. I'm gonna tell you what, resin does not like the cold. Resin does not like the cold. Use my body heat to warm it up. Underneath right here, where I keep all my chemicals, my paints, my resins, I have a UV light. I'm not gonna shine it, but it's a UV light that I got from Amazon. It does the job. It works. It works. So let's start sanding some of these parts down. I got a little bit of, what is this? That's too thin. There we go. A little bit of 400 grit sandpaper. This is just going to make the two parts little. This is just going to make the two parts stick together easier. So if I sand here and I sand here, it's going to scuff up the edges just enough so I can get the two parts to bond properly. Turn it on. Thank you, Abby.
What are you cooking?
I'm not cooking anything.
What are you making?
All right. Now that I sanded both pieces, right here and right here, I can go ahead and add a little bit of clear resin. I use clear so I don't have no weird colors to it. I'm going to attach both of these. I'm a little nervous. Got my light, got my resin, got my pieces. I do need some clips. Underneath here, I got a bunch of clips. Here we go. Look, they still got the tags on. You know, I stay prepared. All right, here we go. I know, Ramen, I'm in my garage. Unless it's like really bad. Let's see. One audio capture. Oh, okay. How about that? Is that better? Is that... This should be better. I should have fixed it. I did have two. I had two audio inputs going in. All right, y'all let me know. Okay, does it sound better now? All right, cool. I bet. Bro, I forgot to turn on the light. Hold on. Oh no. All right. Doesn't take time at all. Just like that, it's fused. I want to secure it just a little bit more before I give it a little tug to see its strength. But you got to remember too, I'm going to be putting pieces on the side of it as well. So if you can see in the top down view, I'm going to be adding pieces right here. So it's going to have a lot of connection points. It doesn't have to be 100% strong. So I just want it strong enough for this to have its little parts. Like just this part strong. And it feels pretty strong. So let me go ahead and add a little bit more resin to the front and the back. Remember, I can sand this down. So when it shows up, it's not gonna show up on paint time, but right here it will show up. So I'm gonna add a little bit more resin, try to close up some of these gaps. Yo, Gen X If I mispronounce your name, you guys gotta forgive me. I'm terrible with names. But thank you so much. Ran out of filament today. You can't afford it anymore? Oh no. I think I got some. I'm gonna get some Amazon codes and stuff like that soon. Do some giveaways. I think I need to start doing a lot more giveaways for people who can't really get any more filament. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do right now to help out. I'm supposed to be wearing my respirator. Y'all got me out here raw dogging it. Now don't worry about giveaways. No, I do. I definitely want to do giveaways. I want to give back to my community and stuff like that, because if it wasn't for everybody who's giving me likes and comments and all this stuff that allows me to do this, like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here for people like you or a ramen that's in here. So that's like my way of giving back. It's giveaways, you know what I mean? And I can't do much. I'm so small right now, I can't do too many giveaways, but I'm gonna try to do them as many as I can going in the future. Boy, that piece is on there. Can y'all see where I did the seam at? It's actually smooth on that seam. You can see it because I use clear resin, but that is a smooth seam. So that's how I'm gonna do the rest of them. I got 2 more to do. I'm gonna show you guys another trick too. You love my red hood helmet? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. So now that I have the print resin fused on top. So I fused these 2 pieces with resin. You guys can see the seam right here. After you do that, you're still gonna have little bits of resin left over on the actual print. If I touch it, it's super slippery and sometimes it's kind of wet. To fix that, what you're just gonna do is get a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. 91 ISO will work. But, thank you so much. 91 isopropyl alcohol that you can get from any Walgreens or Walmart, whatever you have in your country will work. This is 99% that I got from Ace Hardware. This is what I use to clean my resin prints. I'm gonna just spray a little bit on there and we're gonna wipe it off. And that's gonna get rid of any residual resin that's on the actual print. Because it's isopropyl alcohol, it's gonna clear up so fast. It's gonna dry almost immediately. But yeah, that gets rid of any extra residue of resin. It has a strong odor. It's not gonna be too dangerous. I wouldn't touch my hands with it, and I wouldn't try to like huff alcohol. But so that's why I'm not wearing the respirator. All right, now that's all cleaned off. I can actually take this and sand it down. All right, so now with a little bit of sanding, you could actually get this print ultra smooth, and it would, and when you paint it, you won't even know that there was a seam there to begin with. And it's strong. It's not, this thing ain't going nowhere. Would rubbing alcohol work? That's essentially what this is. This is rubbing alcohol, kind of. Like I said, just look for the word isopropyl alcohol. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol. Rubbing alcohol, you can get it from like in the 80s to in the 90s. You just have to look. When you go to Walgreens or when you go to Walmart, you'll see it written on there. It says like 91%. Get the 91% rubbing alcohol. This thing is on there. Let's do the next piece. My next piece is gonna go right here. Boop, 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 boop. And I sliced all of these pieces on my slicer. So this whole back piece that I'm working on, I sliced it all on my slicer beforehand. And then now I'm just putting it all together. What filament printer do I use? I use a Elegoo Neptune 3 Plus, and I swear by it. I swear by that printer. You said that's big? The Max is a big printer. I have the Plus, which is 320 by 320 by 400. So it's 320 by 320 by 400 tall, X, Y, and Z. But the Max, that thing's like 400 by 400. That thing is massive. You use the Anchor Make. The new one? You got the new Anchor Make? How do you like it? I heard that one is, I should be wearing my mask. I heard that printer's actually like plug and play. How do you feel about it? Do you think that printer's plug and play? I watched a Frankly Built video on it, and he basically said it was plug and play. Mine's 220 by 220. Yeah, I don't think you'll be making any full-size helmets with that one. You might have to slice your print up. I definitely should be wearing my respirator. It's really good. Yeah, that's what I heard too. You said it took you 19 minutes to assemble? That's super fast. It took me about an hour and a half to assemble my my Neptune 3 Plus. It took a good minute. And you print anything on the app? Nice. How often do I stream? I stream. You might be likely to get 1 or 2 out of me a month. I just started the streaming thing, so I only have like 2 other official streams. Yo, Ramen, I appreciate you for coming through, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the love. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out, my dude. And I can't wait to finish seeing your Gundam helmet, man. That's gonna be super dope. I'm like your biggest fan. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you got a chance to actually catch me live, and then we can have a conversation. I like to be able to sit here and have conversations with folks and stuff. People can tell me what kind of printer they have. They can tell me that my videos help them, or if they have any other questions, I can help them with those questions too. Man, I love doing this. Any questions on the Red Hood helmet? So when I was wet sanding the Red Hood helmet, I dipped that whole thing in there. Yeah, that Red Hood helmet, when I was wet sanding it, the whole thing was being submerged. So before I did the next step, or before I painted it, all I did was make sure that it was fully dry. I should be doing it over here. I gotta remember where the middle is. You can't get over how much you love what? The helmet? Let me see, hold on. bit of dust on it. Let me go get a microfiber cloth. This bad boy. I don't know if you can see the lights on. I have the file from DO3D that did the Spider-Man Red Hood one. Maybe I'll print that and do a giveaway. That actually sounds like a good idea. Spider-Man Red Hood giveaway. But no, thank you so much for all the praise. I really appreciate it. How do I get it so shiny? And it does have magnets. So inside, you can see right here, there's, oh wait, shoot, hold on. Inside right here, there's magnets. And the way I got it so shiny is I have an HVLP gun with like car, literally I have like car clear coat. This is like auto body clear coat. All right. Let's see, I have, so to brief people on what I'm doing so far is, there's two pieces here. I don't know if you can see it on the thing. So this is a separate piece here, this is a separate piece, and then I have this piece. So far I use resin because these are resin prints to basically super glue them with resin or resin fuse them together. So now these pieces aren't going nowhere. And then I think, I'm gonna see, I might be able to resin fuse these pieces together, maybe. I'm not too sure if I can do that. But right here, they go like that. It's such a clean fit too. I really did myself with the printing. And slicing the pieces up. All right, I got one more to attach. I'm printing an Iron Man Mark III helmet right now. Did you watch my Iron Man video? Did you see that one? That's not Iron Man, I did War Machine. This is the back piece for the War Machine suit. All right, so Shire, yeah, you can hear me now. All right, so what I'm doing now is trying to get this last piece on here. It's a thin piece, and I want to make sure I got actual resin inside of the actual piece. I'm probably gonna have to get in there with my finger. You probably can't even see what I'm doing right here. So inside here, there we go. I want to make sure I get resin actually inside there. And that's how you fuse the back plate. Super stoked about this piece. We're gonna put this one to the side though. I don't wanna feel like I'm gonna just break it. Hello? Hello? Calling for just GOG? Hello? This is what the phones were back in like the 90s. All right. We're gonna put that resin to the side. We're gonna come back to it. Need primer, but not allowed to get any. It's on 13. You can't get primer? Just tell them that it's good. It's good for your line of work. Tell them it serves a better purpose. Yo, Bonapide. I think I might be butchering your name, but hey, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Your printer's 220 by 220, and you're building your first suit too. This fusing it with resin is actually a great way. It's a great way to get your prints not only a strong bond, but it gets in those little tight spaces, and you know that you're gonna have a good hold on it. I'm not gonna do the whole entire armor this way though. I'm only doing it for that piece because those are made by resin. Those are resin printed. Look at y'all, the 220 bandits. Hold on one sec, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay. So I have two parts, right? I have this piece, which is the left back piece, and then I have this piece right here. Now I wanted to sand it down, but I did a pretty good job with the printer, I would say for myself. In his drawer. What do you mean where he does custom fitted parts? I did mine kind of custom fitted too. If you watch my first live video, I did a custom fitting. I did a whole tutorial on what's it called, Armorsmith. That's where I sized this. I sized this armor from Armorsmith. Let's see if I can get this thing clamped together. I need clamps. So search it on YouTube. Alright. Yo, here's y'all want the tip of all tips? Invest in clamps. I got so many types of clamps. Invest in clamps. Like I got so many different size clamps, different type of clamps. Spend some money on some clamps. I got a K1 in early November. Oh, I'm jelly. K1s are so nice. I want a K1. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm sorry. This one might not work. Nope. This clamp is not going to work. Yo, Space Wing, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Y'all want a bamboo lab? Y'all talking about, man, I want these printers too. I want all these printers. All right. Anybody know how to weld? I'm about to be throwing out some welding terms and I want to make sure people understand. Let's go ahead and get my soldering iron warmed up. Because this isn't working this way. The clamps aren't working. We'll come back to those. We're still gonna need clamps. I'm gonna just keep them on standby. Clamps on standby. But we're gonna get the soldering iron warmed up, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do some PLA soldering. So I think my next printer, you guys, my next printer is gonna be probably either the Creality K1 Max, which I think somebody said they have in the chat, and or, yo, Bon Pete, Bonafide, I appreciate you for stopping by. We'll be seeing you. Are all the pieces resin printed? No. These are filament print. Y'all can see like the little hairs I got on here. The little stringing. But no, this was filament printed. I actually printed this at 0.03 layer height. Right? 0.3 millimeter, 0.03? Yeah, 0.303 millimeter layer height. And those layer lines came out really good. What do y'all think? Y'all think the layer lines came out pretty good? Yo. All right, bro. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate it. I have to get this close enough where I can just snap some tack welds into here just to hold it. But these are so awkward pieces. These pieces are so awkward. They're hard to hold. All right, let me show y'all what I'm doing. I have been printing for 6 months. I started, my first printer I got in July. But trust me, I'm no newbie to this. I've been watching videos and learning how to do this hands-on stuff for a long time. Oh my goodness. Yo, I don't know how I'm gonna hold this print on. It's so awkward. I'm using this literally as a third hand. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Use masking tape? That is smart. Let's see. I got tape. Let's try it out. Masking tape. Gotta see that. I don't use the green. I don't use the green, so we're gonna use this for the print. Let's do it. Did you have any problems with downloading the Armorsmith? Seems like keeps blocking the download for some reason. No, I didn't have any problems downloading Armorsmith. So it's pretty easy for me. All right, y'all want to see what's going to be a big problem? Can y'all see on the top view? I have a lot of ridges and stuff. The tape is just not going to stick around that well for it, but we're going to try it anyway. Again, I don't use green for anything, so just try it out. This is just as hard. I might have got it. I might be able to hold it to get a couple of tack welds in there. Fuck these gloves, bro. These gloves suck. Learn from what those do. Little pieces, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with the tape. This is stressing me out. I don't like to be stressed out. There's just so many crevices. I'm about to just tack 2 of them right here because the masking tape ain't helping. It's on the detail parts. think we're good right there. Here, I got some glue. Oh God. Y'all didn't see that. Whoa. Almost messed with some stuff. We almost went down. All right. All right, here I got some 3D glue. Y'all probably seen some of my videos where I use this before. This is going to bond the prints together on that chemical level. So 3D glue, 3D glue is where it's at. He said, "Don't break the camera." No, it was going down. We were going down with it though. We was gonna go with it. I'm supposed to be wearing a mask with this. You're supposed to allow You're supposed to allow 15 minutes set time and then about 24 hours cure time. But I'm going to expedite that process by letting it sit while I work on another piece. And then we're going to go right into using filament to filament weld it together. So we're gonna get this filament and then we're gonna filament weld it together. Okay. So let's work on the next piece. I wanna try something first. We have these arm pieces that go on the arm for the back. So it's supposed to feel like kind of like that. We're gonna put those on one of them. I just got to see how well it works. When I printed them pretty good. You see right here? Ugh. So they line up pretty good. I want to use some of this PLA stuff, and I want to see how well it works too. So we're just gonna lay a beater down. Actually, get some of this sandpaper. My table's getting all crowded. Hold on, let me clean up real quick. We're getting crowded up here. We're getting crowded. All right. I got some 70 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna just cut some slices out of it. And what I'm gonna do is rough up the edges on both sides. That way, that'll give this PLA something to stick to. We'll see. So y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm just scuffing it up and getting rid of any, basically making it easier to bond. Any plans for using flexible PLA? You're talking about TPU? I plan on using TPU for basically the neck, the arms, see the neck parts, the arms, all the parts that are gonna flex. I still want the whole suit to look like it's a piece of armor, so I'm not gonna go with like a meshy material. I'm just still trying to print, but I'm gonna try to print some TPU. Yo, that boy, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Any suggestions on bonding a Daredevil? You split in, I can't, this stupid heart is always right. Did you say you split in half? I can't see because of the stupid heart. Yep, I see it. You, Daredevil suit, I split in half because I printed it on an Ender 3. So, like what I'm using right now, if you print it in PLA, this stuff works amazing. This is called 3D glue. It bonds chemically. You can sand it down just like everything else. I did some parts of it in resin. I don't know if you have a resin printer or you got access to resin, but that works really fast. That's what I should actually use to tack these things together. Well, we'll see. But I'm using PLA, and then I'm going to fuse it with a soldering iron. And then that's what I use to hold my prints together. You said they actually have flexible PLA? Is it strong? I thought it would be, we're still talking about like TPU. I will have to look up flexible PLA. But Exposed, thank you so much for being in the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have to look it up too. All right, let's do this next part right here. Just enough rough scuff. Make sure you're wearing your respirator. I can't talk and wear the respirator, so I'm just gonna have to eat some microplastics. You co-sign that? I have to look it up. Yo, 3D glue. One of my videos, I have a link to it. Check out my video for. Jeez, I can't think right now. I can't think. Hold on. Check out my video for 3D printing War Machine's armor. When I weld those together, there's a link in that video so you can get that 3D glue. I got my rough scuff. That's gonna allow these two things to stick together. I have all my clamps. I'm gonna clamp this for about 30 minutes after I put it on. But if you can see, I gotta get closer. If you can see, it's a perfect fit. So let's clean up some of that sanding, and then I'm taking a little paper towel. I don't want to wet it. I don't want to wet it because then I gotta wait for that to dry. So I'm just gonna take this, dust it off real quick, get all those loose debris, the little plastics that I sanded down. And that'll set me up for my PLA. So now we got this down. Let's get one more. This gets messy. This stuff does get messy. It really does. Layer, what's happening? Mass, bro. Or wet sanded. I know. I already mentioned that. I normally, look, my respirator is right here. Hold on. It was right here. I just had it. Oh. It's right here. In the beginning of the video, I was wearing it, but I kept having to take it off to talk. I'm just gonna eat the microplastics for the content. I was definitely wearing it for the resin. When I was doing resin stuff, I was also wearing it. But because I don't have a Dremel, these are lights, it's a light sand, I don't think I'm inhaling as much plastics as the normal paper. He chooses comms over safety. Just for right now, because I'm not dealing with a lot of, if I was hitting it with a power sander, then I would definitely have on a respirator. But it's light sanding, I'm not really going to town on it. But do as I say, not as I do. Do it for the fun. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Smells like modeling glue. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit of glue to both. Make sure they both get tacky. You don't have to wait long for it to get tacky. Approximately like a minute or so. Not even that, about 30 seconds. Once they're both tacky, you'll be able to get this thing to stick pretty good. Ugh. I'm gonna drop some tack welds in here too. It takes about 15 minutes to let these hold together. Microplastics for the content. Do you switch from resin to bonding to glue? Yes, I did. Earlier, when I was building earlier, this is a resin print. So I made sure here. Let me switch over. So earlier, this is a resin print, so nothing sticks to resin. Like 3D glue won't work. Super glue sometimes works, maybe, but resin and epoxy will stick to it. So for when I fuse both pieces together, like when I fuse these two pieces together, wait, let me show you. I can't really, can y'all see right here? Look, when I fuse these together, I'm gonna do epoxy because it's strong. For this, I use resin because I'm sticking resin to resin. So these pieces, you can see the pieces right here. So resin, resin, and up top right here, resin. What piece of the suit is this? This is the back piece. So I did the front before already. Now I'm working on the back. So on the back of the suit right here, this is actually an armhole. So the suit is gonna fit onto the back, and then you put your arm in it like a little backpack. And that's how that fits in there. So it's the back part of the suit for a war machine. All right, I am going to actually, let's get rid of this. I do have to wear my respirator because I'm going to start PLA welding this. All right, so I have my little great value soldering iron right here. I have some extra PLA. This is Elegoo PLA. I don't think it matters what brand. I'm gonna drop a bead. I'm gonna weld this together like I'm welding a soldering, like I'm soldering something. Looks pretty good. All right, I gotta get in there for this one. I'm getting in there. All right, so that, I don't know how well you can see on that one. What I can do though is change the scene. So right here, you can see I put a nice little bead of plastic down throughout the whole piece. And I'm gonna add, that looks pretty good. I sometimes like to add like 3D gloop to the front, but I feel like this is really good. This is the back piece that goes to this part. So this goes over here. Like such. Next piece I want to add is this right here. This is kind of hard right here. Trying to get it to line up right. I know it's good, it's just. There's like that gap right there. I need more hands. What's dummies? Oh, like dummies like to hang up on? Or like, what do you mean, what's dummies? Oh. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. No, I'm just kidding. I got some mail. Oh, costume dummy. I was gonna make one of those ones out of PVC pipe once it got fit. Like once I started doing stuff, because I got to put the mini on this thing, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So once I get the mini on there and doing all this other stuff, I think that's when I was gonna put that on. All right, so we got this piece on there. Now I have to get this piece on. I'm a little nervous because I already welded this thing tight. And it does not want to go on. So definitely should have did this part first. It's gonna be a little off. That kind of makes me mad. Should have sized it first. Bro. I'm wrecking stuff over here, y'all. I'm breaking stuff. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, 3D gloop it is, y'all. This is gonna be super duper annoying. The only one that's gonna notice them is me. Yeah. I think I'm gonna fix it in processing when I start sanding down. So I'm gonna sand the hell out of it down, you know? Oh no. I whacked it. I whacked it. I hit it. Yo, Bonafide, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you standing here chatting it up with me. I really appreciate it. Only if I can get this part to stick right. I need more clamps. I did it wrong. I should have did this piece first. Oh my gosh. Bro. I think I'm gonna glue this and then tack weld it. I'm sorry if y'all can't see. I'm trying to get this to not move. I was trying to get this to do this without making that piece move. tackle with a faster drying glue. But see, a lot of glues don't work together. If I try to use this 3D glue with super glue or like a resin, they would counter react to each other. That's why I'm using PLA with a PLA glue. I can't use resin and super glue with the 3D glue. I'm sure it'll work, but I'm trying to do this quick. All right, y'all. Whew. I got this piece welded down there. It ain't the best seam. It's not the best seam right here. I'm gonna have to fill that in with some filler primer, filler putty, some putty, something. I gotta fill that seam in. I don't got no angles, bruh. Okay. Best way of having success with this is tack welding it. First. I'm getting some success doing that. Tack welding it and then this on there too now. Ooh. You see me out here war machining it? Half a war machining it? Big timing it, half machine warming it. Don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Sound like a drunk. See, these are some good lines I'm doing right here. I don't know what was I doing on the other ones, but I'm finally getting my stuff together. It's pretty sturdy-ish. I got no light behind me. All right, I got some good strong bonds with these two pieces now. I trust it's not gonna really go nowhere. Still gonna need tons of sanding, but I should have did this first on the other one too. You learn your lesson, you live and you learn. Now I can do this small piece right here. Yeah, look how much easier that was. Ugh, I disgust myself. All right, let me scuff the bottom. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Jeez. All right. See, this is money right here. You can try single-sided adhesive with tape shifts so much. But yes, I've tried to use that tape. I've tried to do the best bet I've had so far, the most success I've had trying to do this so far was tack welding it once I get the glue applied. So I get the glue on there, get it all tacky, hold it, and then grab that soldering iron and then tack welding it. That has worked so well for me so far. I wish this glue was a little bit stickier, because I know it works really well once you had it dry for a few hours, but man, trying to get it on there in that short amount of time, and then this dries so quickly, so it's kind of useless. The best bet to use this stuff is on small applications, I think. All right, let's see if I can get this on here. So you see how I'm getting it on there really quick? I'm trying to line it up using the other side. And then I'm gonna grab the soldering iron and I'm gonna just drop a couple of tack welds in there. This is gonna hold it in place for me. See that? I don't know if y'all saw that. No, y'all can't really see that, my fault. But now, I got it in place just enough, long enough to get that glue in there. I'm about to add a little bit extra more glue too. Let that sit up in there. That was a lot easier than my first one. How fast does it set? About 15 minutes, Shire. It's not fast at all. Yeah, the hot iron works. Let's take a look, see. So, and all I did was tack weld the inside. All that shiny stuff is the extra little glue I put in there, but I just tack welded in there. So you can still see gaps. Those gaps are gonna close once I started using some more filament, and then I'm gonna get it all dry. But here's the right arm. Here's the left arm. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just need to do the middle piece. Warm my shirt. You said, but after it's gonna set like epoxy. So it bonds. Oh gosh, hold on. Oh god. So it's gonna bond, like, basically chemically bond these like a PLA weld, kind of. That's what they say. I gotta get that middle on there now. Right here. I'm gonna weld this piece on there before I try to do anything else. I probably should be wearing my respirator, huh? Yo, Zorro! Welcome back to the stream. Welcome, welcome. That's crazy, kid. Hey, I appreciate it. All you guys are helping me get my watch hours, man. I need these watch hours so bad. Even if y'all leave me on and don't watch, that's still gonna help me get my watch hours. Trying to make that partner. Let's take a look, see. What do y'all think? Weld it? I need another light coming from the top. You know what? I actually have a light right there. Hold on, let me see something. It doesn't look as immersive, but y'all can see now, huh? The video quality is not as immersive as when it was darker, but y'all can still see, so y'all good. There you go, that looks a lot better. All right, I gotta do the middle part now. The middle's gonna scare me because I have to fuse these pieces together. I'm gonna use these as little rests. These are the collars. Too much plastic. Everything is so slippery. All right, y'all. So check this out. 3D glue is not going to let these pieces stick together. The only way I can stick these pieces together are good old-fashioned either super glue, which I don't want to do, or epoxy, which I do want to do. So what if I epoxy super glue is not going to be strong enough. I'm going to need to epoxy this. All right, let's sand this down. Let's get it nice and scuffed. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply epoxy to it. Then I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna hold it down for like 50, POP, holding it down. Telling them a reference. You say use gold. Hey, I have to use what I can get. This black PLA was on sale, so. Sanding it down helps the bonding process. I gotta wear my respirator for this part. Remember what I told y'all to get? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use resin to tack it together. It's not gonna be a strong hold, but I just need it to hold for the epoxy. I just want it to hold for the epoxy. So what I'll do is I'll tack weld it with the resin. That'll hold. And then the epoxy will actually have it cured. Got my stick and my epoxy right here. All right. Yeah, Zorro. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use that resin just for a temporary hold until the epoxy can cure. Prep, y'all. Prep is key. When you're doing this, you gotta make sure, oh God, I almost fell. When you're doing this, you gotta make sure you prep because it comes at you fast. This epoxy ain't new, so it's all clogged up. gonna wipe the corners because that's where I'm gonna put the resin. All right. I'm stuck. What if I clamp it right here? Oh God. All I wanted was a clamp, y'all. Abby wants to say goodnight. Okay. Y'all, give me 5. I'll be right back. Watch my stuff dry. All right, I see some gaps, y'all. I'm gonna have to fill this in with some resin. piece. Let's sand this down. The last big piece, yep. I still have these little pieces right here. I gotta put these on too. These are the collars. But the collar's not gonna be that hard. These little pieces aren't gonna be hard. I'm not really tripping about these collars. The two big pieces right here, man, I'll tell you what though. And I don't know how I'm gonna reinforce these pieces. I'm a little nervous about reinforcing these pieces. Make sure you do as I say, not as I do. I'm sanding resin. You do not want to sand resin without wearing your proper PPE. It's just so hard for me to talk while I'm doing that. I don't know if I should do it like this. This thing is heavy. This is kind of like numbing. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Hands are cramping. Could I sit it up like such? Drop a couple of beads of resin in there? No, that's terrible. What if I weigh this part down? I have some sandbags. got a sandbag. I'm gonna weigh this side down. There we go. And then I'm gonna have to hold it with one hand, get the resin with another hand, and then make sure this light is on. And then tack weld it. Then I'll have to tack weld it with resin on. That's gonna be crazy. Yo, this is gonna be nut skis. Let gravity do its thing, y'all. Alright. I'm gonna leave some corners. I'm gonna leave like important corners for resin. So let me mix up my epoxy. Alright, here we go. You can reinforce it with normal tape and foam. Man, I don't have any of that foam though. Alright, this is my last of my epoxy. So I can't mess it up. So right here, this flat surface right here, I want to put a nice little glob of it. All right, let's work fast. I feel like as soon as I set this on his back, it's gonna collapse. Look at this. That's not gonna work. It's just small enough. I literally have clamps, but they're not. The clamps aren't big enough. Or they're too big. No! No. I have no more epoxy for this. I gotta tack this harder somehow. You felt the pain? Bro. I'm literally like finger painting resin onto it, gluing it, or curing it. All the way down. This is crazy. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm holding it with one hand, putting beads of resin down. I just dropped a big old pool of it right here and curing it as I go down. I gotta do it to the other side. The other side is a little better off. I need these clamps to work. They're just not. This is absurd. I just got another idea. I can tape off the backside, pour some epoxy underneath it. Yo, this is literally just caked with epoxy and resin. Thanks, Shar. I appreciate it. This better hold. I'm out of epoxy. Well, I'm out of, epoxy, so. I haven't even lifted it up to look at the other side. Hold on. What do y'all think? I can't try it on until the morning, at least. I gotta give this some time to cure up. You said try setting the main camera up vertically. The one with I'm in it, like, well, maybe I'll try to do that next time. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take this footage and I'm gonna turn it into a YouTube video. So converting vertical, I can convert horizontal into vertical better than I can convert horizontal into vertical, or in a, you know what I mean, Jesus. You say it looks amazing and it's not even done? Thank you, Marvel, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm trying, man. So we can get the rest of this cured up. I got 2 more little pieces, y'all. Get that collar on there. Ugh. Sorry, I'm straightening up. I like to straighten up as I go. Like, I couldn't use none of these clamps. That frustrates me. I gotta get more clamps. Oh God, I'm gonna sell. You wouldn't even know this was a million pieces, huh? Oh God. Let's see. I gotta put these ones on next. Just like that. I'm gonna try to fix this one first. Zorro! Thank you, Shire. Thank you. I just got those 2 little more pieces, man. Those 2 little more pieces. Ugh. Kicking my butt. Look, I'm not even sitting down no more. This thing's kicking my butt. They didn't fit together exactly, man. There's some of these pieces that came off. Chill out, McAfee. I can't read my chat. It's just these little pieces. Can y'all see that on the stream? It's like these little pieces I have left. To glue on where I sliced them. I think I should connect this part more. That's what I'm gonna do because this fits pretty good. And I can weld that part. We're gonna have to try to do a resin. We're gonna have to try to do a resin because I have no more epoxy. So hopefully the resin will work. Might be able to get a tape going. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of 3D glue on the PLA part, and then I'm gonna try to resin the two other pieces together. I don't know how well this is gonna work though. I'm gonna try it. Let's go for it now. all the other kids with the pumped up kicks that are I want to fill the top of this with resin. I just got a big old whiff of some resin. What else can I try? There's a huge gap, but it's kind of hard to see. So there's a gap that I don't like that was on the top. And all I did was fill that gap in with some resin, and then I'm just curing it. Later on, when I get to sanding and priming it, I'm going to fill that in with some wood filler or some primer filler. And you won't even see that gap anymore once I get to the post-processing. The gap was so big that there was nothing I can do with it. That's why I'm just going to fill it in with some resin. It's not only going to hold it, not only will it hold it, but it'll fill that in there. Oh gosh, just blind myself. Blinded by the light. I put in so much resin in there. Now I'm just doing the exact same thing to the inside. Probably can't see it. It was my only way of being able to fill that gap. The strength is going to be there. You thought of the same song. Yeah, so inside right here, I filled it in with resin, closed the gap up. Now all I gotta do is sand it down, add some primer filler. You can't even really tell if you look at the top. Pretty good job. One more color to go. One more color to go. I'm excited. I'm juiced. So adding the resin there was the way to go, because that looks good and it's strong. This thing's gonna have to hold a minigun. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come revisit that. It's coming together, y'all. The whole back piece. And look at that detail, man. The detail on the back is what I think does it for me. Have I ever heard of a PLA or 3D pin versus a soldering iron? Now, I have watched somebody use a 3D pin and make something ridiculously crazy. But yes, I have heard of using a 3D pin to fill in those gaps. And that is possibly a solution. I haven't seen any videos of it though. I haven't seen nobody do a video of doing that. I would like to watch somebody use that to fill in their resin prints and stuff. Man, I can't believe I got this thing printed off. This is crazy. All right, one more to go. I'm like procrastinating it, man. I got one more left to do. Just got to put this one on. Sheesh. You said this is so cool looking? Thank you, man. Thanks. All right, last piece. Gotta sand it down. Again, I keep reiterating this. Make sure you wear your PPE. I'm tired of taking it on and off to talk to you guys. But because I'm doing a light sand, I'm trimming up these edge pieces because when I printed it, it printed on a slant, which are still printed good, but it gave me a whole bunch of frays. So if I trim off those frays and then I'll sand it down, wouldn't even know the difference. Use your flush cutters and just trim out those little pieces. Then hit it with the sander. Another reason why I'm sanding it, of course, everybody who's been here, you probably done heard it a million times, but once I started adding resin, PLA, gloop, 3D gloop, all those jazz, it helps the bonding process. And if y'all wondering why it's black and gray, I ran out of black. You see, I have the whole thing in black, but I finally ran out when I made it to the collar. Of course I did, because why not? No. I'm trying to think if I built anything else with it. This is like 4 rolls of filament. Of course, the middle is resin. That way I can get those details. Let me show you guys. Okay, so here, these are like 2 rolls a piece. This took, I want to say like 70, 80 hours of print time, and that's not including the resin print in the middle. Other 3D print items for my utility train set like buildings. But man, like the detail though, that can't be beat. That's why I had to resin print it. I needed those details to pop. A little bit more sanding, get these things. I think I'm gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna fuse the collar part with resin. Let's see if this comes out well. Yeah. This actually might bite on both. I'll put on some glue just in case. After 500 years and this is what we've done. I'm gonna add some gloop to this. Just a light amount. My poor table has been through it today, y'all. My poor table. I'm gonna have to sand this down and put some more stuff on it. All right. I went through the whole thing of this resin. Alright, here we go. Add a little bit more gloop. 3D gloop. Yo, it's a lifesaver. If y'all want the link, y'all can go to my War Machine video. Let me see if I can get a good zoom in on my... There you go. 3D gloop. This is for PLA. If y'all want to go to my War Machine front faceplate or front chest plate video, I have a link to this in there. Go ahead and get yourself some. Yo, Daisy! What's up? What's up? I was just about to shout you guys out because I was going to start talking about the arm pieces. That's going to be part of my video. Because now that I finished the back piece, now that it's finished, I can do Yo, Chris, no worries. I'm from California too, by the way, Chris. I'm from California too. I forgot to switch my scene back. But no, so keeps focusing on the wrong thing. I'm going to put a little bit of resin. Well, that's good. That's good. All right, so kind of like I did with the last piece, I have that gap still. The whole thing fit together, right? The whole thing fit together, and then I get this one gap in the collar. The collar just gapped out. Can't believe it. Actually, I can't believe it because it's one of my builds. All right, so I'm gonna tape the backside of this, fill it in with resin layer by layer. I just learned that you can't dump it in there because it's not gonna cure. So I'm gonna dump it in layer by layer and cure each layer until it's filled the way I want it to be filled. You learn something new when you try different techniques, right? Again, you can probably get away with doing this with PLA. I can just shove like some PLA in there and then melt it in there, right? But I have resin, it's right here. I'm just gonna fill in the gaps with resin, cure it with the light. Layer by layer. It's like that one kid in class. Am I that kid in class? I'm gonna be having some fun sanding this, man. He said no the gap. That's shady. All right, so I got most of it filled in over here. So I just have this one little piece right here that needs to be filled in. My stomach is going crazy. I think I'm hungry. Hal, you got a whole print farm. I got one resin printer and one SLA, one FDM and one SLA resin printer. I want to have so many more though. I need to have a high-speed printer next. Oh great. I let the UV light hit my resin. This came out so well. I'm so happy with the way it came out. So right here, once I pull off the tape, it's all wet right there. So I'm just gonna cure it and then test it out, add a little bit more, see if there's a hole or a gap. If there's a gap, I wanna fill it because that's gonna create a stress point. And I don't want no stress points on, especially being on the collar. You know what I mean? The collar already doesn't have a lot of material there. I'm not gonna be putting a lot of weight on it or anything like that, but we don't need those extra stress points. I wonder how I would do this different if I were to do it again. That is it, ladies and gents. This is the whole piece. I don't even want to try it on. I'm so afraid to try it on. We'll do it without my arms. I don't want to put my arms in it. I think if I put my arms in it, I'm going to break it. I don't want to break it. Not when I just built it. Y'all going to have to come back to see me put my arms in it. Because it has some flex. I should be able to open her up and put my arms in it, but I'm not today. Not today. Yeah, let it cure and then try. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to put it on today. But I want to put on the front. I want to see what it looks like with the front. This was so much harder to do the back piece than the front piece. The front piece was only, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. The back piece was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, hold on. I'm already lost count. Let's just do the sides first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 on the other side. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. This was 12 pieces. Hold on, I'm gonna go just chatting, y'all. Hold on, give me a break. Hold on. So this was like legit 12 pieces. If y'all didn't see the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right here. 12 pieces versus the front piece, which was 6. The front piece, which was 6. Oh, your boy about to be a war machine. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so cool. What if it doesn't fit? Oh, shucky ducky. Don't jinx it. This is crazy. What? Your boy out here about to be a war machine. Yo, this is gonna be my thumbnail right here. Oh, it doesn't stay up on its own. What you say? Resin is more brittle than PLA. It will not crack out later. Resin is a lot more brittle than PLA. But what I do is use this stuff called this is ABS. Zoom in. This is ABS like resin. It's a lot more durable than say like a rapid resin. This stuff is great for like making models and stuff. For my practical prints, I use this ABS like resin. And then I do it white because it's easy to paint. So when I'm doing stuff like this, where I need the detail and I need it to be a little bit stronger, this is ABS like. If I were to make, I don't even have anything out here. If I were to make something like a model or something like I'm gonna paint it and it's just gonna hang up there, that I can make with a Rapid or all that other stuff. But ABS like, this is what I use to do my practical prints. Elegoo PLA. I haven't tried Elegoo PLA. This black stuff is regular PLA. It's not PLA plus. But the gray, this gray is Sunlu PLA plus, which I like the most. I love the way it prints. It's super strong. It's super durable. The Elegoo took me a minute to get used to it. I had to get used to some of the settings. You have the high-speed Elegoo 4 Pro. How do you like it? I had a friend who just got it, but he couldn't get it to level. He's about to return it. He's super upset about it too. He was trying to level it and couldn't get it leveled. It was something with one of the settings. I think he had to update the firmware, and when he updated the firmware, it didn't do good. Thank you guys for tuning in to my stream. I appreciate it so much, man. I had like 10 viewers the whole entire time, which is crazy. I can't even get that on my Twitch stream. So you guys have came through for your boy. Everybody who knows how to resin print and came through, thank y'all. I hope I taught you guys something new. Everybody who's new to 3D printing. I hope I taught you guys something new as well. I taught myself some new stuff. Different ways of holding it using resin to tack weld. I have to use a lot of stuff to tack weld, man. I'm straightening up right now. I hate a dirty workstation. Do y'all want to do a quick unboxing with me? We can do a quick unboxing because here's that Elegoo. This is the Elegoo PLA. It's sticky. All right, so I got a box today. This is nothing special. Don't think I'm about to unbox something crazy. So let's see. Let's go back to the overhead view. Bye. So if you guys follow me on Instagram at JustG3D, I like to pride myself on my setup. So I'm buying new lights, and I got some RGB lights coming from behind because you see how rinky-dink this RGB light is. This ain't doing nothing. So I got some RGB lights coming. I got a light right there for a fill light. But the thing is, this fill light over here has a lot of light bleed. So if you look, hold on, I'm trying to show you guys real quick. Oh, bear with me. Okay, so right here I have my softbox with a grid on it. And then this one doesn't have a grid, but it's really bright. So I ended up buying a softbox like that one, but it has a grid like this one. So that's what I'm about to unbox right now. Oh, was I about to unbox the wrong side? There we go. That was it, see? Nothing crazy. UPS receipt. This looks exactly like my other one. But I have the grids right here. Yeah, this is exactly like my other one, but this one has a grid. It's perfect. Exactly what I needed. Setup is gonna be clean, bro. I hope so. All right, it's getting late, and y'all have been amazing. Let me do my sign off. If y'all are still here and y'all been with me from the beginning, man, I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. And I do try to post videos at least 2 to 3 times a month. I've been slowing down a lot lately because it is stressful doing this. It is a lot of work actually building stuff, filming it and editing it, and then making sure it looks good for YouTube. I'm still small, but when I start growing more and I can put more time into it, that's what I'll be doing. Thank you guys for tuning into my stream. I appreciate it. This is gonna make a great YouTube video. If you guys haven't followed me on my socials yet, Instagram, Twitter's just GOG. That's my Twitch name. If you want to follow me on Twitch, if you like gaming, I play Apex. The finals came out. I've been playing that. So if y'all want to come see me play on that, I'll be playing those. I will get bigger. Thank you. What else? I'm gonna try to get a video out this week, probably Friday or Saturday. Don't quote me. Do not quote me on that. But I'm gonna try to get it out Friday or Saturday. I have a short that's gonna probably be coming out Thursday or Friday. Well, no, Thursday's tomorrow, right? Maybe Friday. I'm gonna have a short that's coming out Friday. Oh, I gotta show you guys this real quick. This right here is the shoulder piece to the suit. I don't know what side. I think it goes like this. Boom! This is the shoulder piece for the suit. Whoop. So those are already printed. It's probably gonna stick out like right here though. So I got both of these. These came from PCB Way. They're gonna be the sponsor of my video, and they've been so gracious to reach out, and they printed these for me. These are also resin printed, but these things are tough. So basically you have this piece right here, and then you have a shoulder piece. Boom! Yo, Arc Props, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So if y'all are into making PCBs, they also have 3D printing. They 3D print stuff off. This video isn't sponsored, but they are gonna be one of my main partners with going through with this stuff. So they make some really good stuff. And if you're into prototyping and PCB making and manufacturing, they help me with my War Machine helmet. So they do a lot of good stuff. I had no issues printing out the box. But let me go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Do follow me on my socials. Do give this video a like and tell your friends about me. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm about to get out of here because I'm tired. I can't believe it. Y'all, I did it on stream. Built this whole thing. I just gotta give it some time to cure. But what do y'all think? Do they do other materials? They do PLA, resin. They do metal fabrication, CNC building. There's a few other materials that they do, yeah. And it's very inexpensive. They don't cost a lot. What is that armor? It is the War Machine armor from Iron Man 2. War Machine from Iron Man 2. Whew. Y'all been legit. I appreciate y'all so much. I just want y'all to know. 4 hours I've been doing this. 4 hours and y'all still here. Chris, thank you so much. You turned out awesome. Can't wait to follow along with the build grows. Yeah. I want to get the upper body done, get that over with, get the arms. I still got to do the arms, the forearms, the guns on the arms. I got to do the minigun. I'm going to make the minigun actually spin up. It's going to spin. It's going to spin, and I want it to go whoop, whoop, pew, pew, pew. So be on the lookout for that, because the minigun is going to be dope. Space Knight Venom. Can't wait to see that. That's gonna be pretty dope. All right, y'all. Let me get up out this piece. Y'all gonna keep me here and keep me all busy. Y'all gonna just keep me going. But yo, be sure to tune into my video probably this weekend. Look at my shorts. Make sure you follow me on my socials. They're linked down in the description. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Got the effects in there too. Y'all killing me. Everybody have a great rest of your night or day. I don't know what part of the country you're in. So God bless y'all. Peace out.